Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are testing more new fragrance launches and the majority of these were sent to me complimentary, but today I am going to unbox everything with you and share my honest first impressions. I am going to begin with a pretty small purchase that I made because I did talk about these candles in another video and this is how they came wrapped and I just cannot get over this packaging. It's very cute. So this is the brand Overose. It's the Patisserie collection. I have heard so many incredible reviews for this candle. It was sold out for an incredibly long time, and when I Googled it, people were selling it for twice the price on eBay and Mercari, those types of sites. I know I signed up to be notified whenever they came back in stock, but I never received an email from them. I just happened to be browsing the website again, and they were back in stock, so I didn't question it. I ordered two. I've never smelled this candle before. I love the jar, I love the label, it's so beautiful. It will be really pretty to display somewhere. And even without taking this little protector off, I can smell it. Oh, even the wax is purple. It smells really nice. It does smell like a fresh croissant. It doesn't really smell overly sweet. It doesn't really remind me of Bath and Body Works, like vanilla, sweet snickerdoodle type of scent. It's a little bit more flaky, buttery than that. I imagine what draws a lot of people to this candle is that it doesn't smell artificial. It's not overly sweet. Doesn't smell like generic baked goods. It's really nice. I don't know what I was expecting. I like it, but it just smells like a croissant. That's about it. A delicious, fresh baked Parisian croissant, a fancy croissant, but a croissant. I almost think it's prettier to look at. I'm not sure if I like the aesthetic of the candle more than I like the actual fragrance. Either way, I will display it, use it as a decor piece. I'll probably light it at least once, especially since I have two, just to see how it scents the room. I don't want to trick my husband into thinking I started baking. But it's nice. Definitely would not pay twice the price, so I'm glad I waited for them to simply come back in stock. Next, I have two La Perla fragrances that were both sent to me complimentary, along with a little discovery kit, which I probably won't get into today because I have so many fragrances to test, but I'm definitely going to dig into the discovery kit. I believe this one is a new launch. It's the Luminous. And then I also have the original, which I don't know if I've ever smelled this. I unboxed the La Perla Luminous Eau de Parfum over the weekend, and I ended up falling in love with it. I wore it all weekend. You can see my initial unboxing and impression during my last Get Ready With Me video, but I highly recommend this fragrance. I looked up the notes. This is definitely going to be one of my favorite new launches of 2022. It blew me away. Keynotes include amber, jasmine sambac, sandalwood, and cedar. It's woody, but what I love about it is that it is so soft and feminine. When I first smelled it without reading any of the notes, I thought it was maybe a little bit fruity, floral, musky. I definitely pick up on the sandalwood, the amber. It all makes sense now. But I would still say it almost seems like there's a little peach or apricot in there. Just so elegant. It's a little bit powdery, a very sophisticated, luxurious smelling fragrance. It smells incredibly feminine. This is a really perfect everyday fall-winter fragrance. I cannot believe how much I love this. I want to wear this every single day. It's just one of those fragrances that it speaks to me. It's my style of fragrance. So I have high expectations now for the next fragrance, the original. This one's described as more of a citrusy floral. Keynotes include violet leaves, mandarin orange, neroli, jasmine sambac, nectarine, woodsy notes, vetiver, and cedar. And I will say I love this bottle design. The pearl top, the ribbon wrapped around looks very beautiful. It's kind of simple, but it's not boring. I have a feeling because this one is in the black glass, it's probably going to be maybe more of an evening fragrance. Let's see. I'm excited. Oh, it's pretty. I wouldn't say this is an evening fragrance. It is nice and citrusy. A little citrusy, a little floral. It's pretty. It also smells a bit light. Oh, but so nice. They're different, but I can tell that it's the same brand or the same family. I had such a strong gut reaction with the Luminous. Like, I knew, yes, this is a fragrance that I just want to spray all over. This one is really nice as well. I'm trying to figure out which one I prefer because they're both really beautiful. At the moment, I think if I had to choose a favorite, I would probably go with the Luminous, but both are gorgeous fragrances. I cannot wait to try the rest in that Discovery set. Next up, I have a new launch from Etat Libre d'Orange. It's called Frustration. All I know about this fragrance is that it's supposed to be a pretty sweet gourmand. I know I've seen a lot of people talking about it, but I have not listened to any reviews. I've done my best to keep my blinders on because it's been sitting in the corner waiting for me to unbox. This is now available at Twisted Lily, so you can always use my code Erin10 for 10% off at checkout. Keynotes include rum, cinnamon, cumin, vanilla, vanilla absolute, labdanum, chestnut, bourbon vetiver, and guaiacol. This bottle definitely looks like an upgrade from the rest of their collection. I don't think I have any full-size fragrances from this brand. I have tried a few, but just a couple samples here and there. So I'm excited to try this and see what happens. Here we go. It's nice. It's not at all what you would expect based on the notes. Although I think I'm gonna have to try this one on the skin. So immediately I do get the cinnamon, the vanilla. It is very gourmand, the chestnut, but it's also a bit green and woody. I imagine this is intended to be unisex. To me, it leans a little bit masculine. It's starting to get a little bit sweeter, but I'm not sure if that really makes up for it. I'm gonna have to show this one to my husband and see if he would like it. I almost think this would smell better on him. Not at all what I was expecting. I thought with the vanilla and the cinnamon and hazelnut, it was going to be like very warm, sweet gourmand, fall, winter, a warm and cozy type of fragrance. Something more along the lines of maybe angel share. I don't know what it is, but there's something in it that just prevents me from loving it. But it's not bad. And if that note kind of disappears on the skin, then maybe it will be great. So that's why I said I think I need to try this one on the skin. There's something in the base that almost stops me from taking a full breath. You know, it kind of chokes me out a little bit. If it had a really smooth, creamy, dreamy vanilla base, it would be beautiful and perfect. It's kind of unfortunate. It's just a little bit too earthy for my tastes. It's not the type of gourmand that I would grab and wear regularly. When I think about kind of the quintessential perfect gourmand, I think about Angel Share from Kilian, also Gentle Fluidity Gold from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I think if you love those fragrances, you might really like this, but you might feel the same way I do, and that it's not quite perfect. Next, we have another unisex new launch. This is from Juliette Has. It's called Ego Stratus. Based on the notes, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this. It could go either way. If I don't like it, I'll just give it to my husband, so there's really no risk involved. But I'm not really a huge fan of this brand. If you love any of the fragrances from Juliette Has, please tell me which ones down below, because everything I've tried has been kind of so-so. Keynotes include bergamot, lemon, mandarin orange. C notes, neroli, blueberry, peach, musk, ambroxan, and cedar. Another really beautiful bottle. I love the color. It feels really heavy. You can tell this is extremely thick glass. It's more of a paperweight. A while ago, I had a little travel spray of which was a sweet gourmand. I think I used about half of it, and then at some point I ended up decluttering it because I just figured I wouldn't use the rest of it up. So I don't have any full-size fragrances from Juliette Has in my collection. I like the idea of the citrus notes. The blueberry, ambroxan, musk all sound really nice. So we'll see. There were a couple notes in there I'm less familiar with. Sea notes are always nice. I like aquatic fragrances. Oh, it's pretty. It's really pretty. did not expect to like this. You know, immediately it's reminding me a lot of 724 from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Aquatic, clean, like a fresh, straight out of the shower type of fragrance, a gym fragrance. Because it has those citrusy notes, it does remind me a bit of a cologne, like a men's cologne fragrance. I can smell those woody notes creeping up. If it wasn't so woody in the finish, I would really like this. I still really like it. I think for anybody who likes just fresh, clean fragrances, almost as if you're not wearing a fragrance. It smells like a lot of really popular like shampoos come to mind, or a hairspray. It smells like a hair product would smell. You know, not necessarily something that you would want to spritz and wear as a fragrance, but it smells good. It smells nice. It's a bit more spring summery. This I will gift to my husband. We still have a lot of fragrances to unbox, but I would be lying if I said this wasn't the one I was most excited to smell. It is not a new launch. This is a wish list item. It's from Xerjoff. It is Dolce Amalfi. I have heard so many incredible reviews of this fragrance. People say it's amazing. It's one of the best sweet gourmands. It's one of their all-time favorites, and I have yet to try it for myself. I love that the fragrances in the Casamorati collection from Xerjoff all look like a storybook. And it's always such a grand unboxing experience. I think the only one in my collection is Dama Bianca, which always makes my best of list. It's one of my all-time favorite fragrances. I would put that in a top 10 for life. So I have pretty high expectations for this fragrance. Also, the notes sound amazing. It's an amber fragrance with key notes of quince, cardamom, apple, saffron, cloves, Telu balsam, incense, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, cedar, and musk. The packaging, these bottles are always amazing. I think I might be devastated if I don't love this fragrance. It's not enough for me to just like it. It has to be amazing, groundbreaking, the type of fragrance that I'm going to live in for the rest of fall, winter. So let's see. I've waited long enough. Wow. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I didn't know fragrances like this existed. This is a head turner. First impression right out of the bottle, of course, without even trying it on my skin, is I want more. I need to fill my nostrils right this second with this fragrance. This is exactly what I wanted from this fragrance, something that moved me. I cannot wait to try this on my skin. I have a few other fragrances to unbox, but when I'm done filming, I'll probably just douse myself with this fragrance. It's a little bit sweet and spicy. It is truly an amber fragrance. Reminds me a little bit of Amber Nuit from Dior, but then totally different. But just maybe the amber notes are similar in that it's an amber fragrance, but it's not really heavy. It's not like headache inducing. It's a little bit lighter. This almost has a candy syrupy sweetness, but I don't think it's too sweet. I don't think it's the type of sweetness that is going to give me a headache later on. I hope not. But it does have that syrupy, like crystallized, warm, caramelized sugar. A hint of warmth, a hint of spice, but not too much. A little zestiness. Almost like what is that holiday drink that's coming to mind? Almost like a cider. Yes, that's what it is. And it has apple. It's almost like a sweet, spiced cider with citrus. As it's drying down on the blotter card, it's getting a little bit softer, which I really like. I already know it's a next level fragrance. This is right up there with Dama Bianca, a best of the best, a standout type of fragrance. Something that inspires you to wear it. I know that whenever I'm trying to pick out my fragrance of the day and I'm looking at my collection and I see this, I'm going to want to wear it. I'm going to feel inspired. Now it doesn't matter what any of the other fragrances smell like. I feel like this video has been a success because we found a winner. Here I have two new fragrances from the brand Sora Dora. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't think it's a new brand. I don't think these are new launches, but definitely new for me. I am not at all familiar with this brand, but they sent over two fragrances that they thought I would enjoy. And I just looked up the notes, and it sounds like they would be perfect for fall winter. So here I have Mandorle, and this is Orchidee Rouge. So I'm gonna try that one first. Initial thoughts unboxing the fragrance. I like that it comes with a little card, and there's also a little polishing cloth, I think. Yeah, there's a little polishing cloth included, and even the bottle is very beautiful. Kind of looks like a marble top. I don't think I am familiar at all with this brand. I don't think the logo looks familiar. This bottle doesn't look familiar. And on the back, there's a signature, perhaps the perfumer. I'm so excited about this. It looks very elegant. It looks incredibly luxurious, elevated. Some of the notes listed on Fragrantica include vanilla absolute, rum, benzoin, cinnamon, caramel, white musk, Sicilian bergamot, orange, and ylang ylang. All right, here we go. This is Orchidee Rouge. Oh, it's so pretty. Yes, I love it. Is this my favorite so far? It's really beautiful. It's vanilla, it's a little bit powdery, a little bit sweet. Almost smells a little fruity. What does it remind me of? It does remind me a little bit of something. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's amazing. To say that I'm impressed would really be an understatement. I'm blown away by this fragrance. It's a slightly sweet, fruity, floral, vanilla balm. It's just everything. It's like they took all of my favorite things and wrapped it up into one fragrance. I think if you like gourmand fragrances, you will love this. But it smells very wearable. I don't think this is just a fall winter fragrance. It's not overly warm and cozy either. It reminds me a little bit of maybe Peregrina. I would probably put it in the same family as Peregrina. Roses Vanille is another fragrance that comes to mind. Not that they smell similar, but I think if you also really like those fragrances, you will probably really like this. Of course, fragrance is so personal, it's hard to tell, but I love this. Now I'm really excited to unbox this one. This is Mandorle. This sounds like it might be somewhat similar to the first fragrance. It's another gourmand. Keynotes include almond accord, tonka bean, cashmere, vanilla, caramel, and white musk. So pretty. Another beautiful fragrance. Wow, this is very powerful almond. So the first thing I smell is almond, and it's a little bit powdery. A little bit sweet, but not overly sweet. It's very nice. It's very elegant. I love almond in fragrances. And I usually love powdery fragrances. I'm trying to decide if I absolutely love it or if I just love it. But it's very, very beautiful. Extremely unique. Oh, you know what it is? I'm getting the suede in there as well now. At first, I couldn't quite pick it up, but now that is definitely coming through. It's an interesting combination, the suede and the almond. I'm trying to picture myself wearing this fragrance. Like, what would I be doing for the day if I decided to wear this? I don't know. It's so unique. I'm not sure if I can put it together in my mind yet. And I like that it's not overly a sweet gourmand, but it's still very feminine. Almost smells like the most delicious, elegant, luxurious handbag because of the suede. I feel like this could become a fragrance that I really, really love. I become obsessed with it, addicted to it. I'm just not quite there yet. It's the almond. I love anything and everything with almond in it. It's so pretty. We are down to the final two fragrances. I think this might be the most fragrances I've unboxed in one of these blind unboxing hauls. This is from another new brand. It's L'Orchestre Parfum. I have Bouquet, Encore, and Piano Santal. I just looked them up on the website, and you can read all about the perfumer and the notes, and both of these sound very interesting. I think I'm going to begin with Piano Santal because Bouquet Encore might be my favorite of the two. I want to end on a positive note. We have to try something, so I noticed there's music on the side of the box, and then there's a QR code, and it says play your fragrance. So I'm wondering if you can actually listen to the song of the music. Let's see what happens. Maybe it just pulls up the website, but maybe there is music. Oh no, there is music. Wow, what an interesting concept. On the side of the box it says the music of fragrance, handcrafted olfactory compositions, fragrances to smell and listen to. Musical fragrances composed by exceptional perfumers and interpreted by great virtuosos. What a unique partnership to tie in music with fragrance. A white woody dream. Main notes include white sandalwood, cedarwood, white musks, heated skin, bergamot, ambroxan, warm milk, and caraway. I did read that it was lactonic online. Usually by the end of these videos, I am so sick of fragrance and I can't smell a thing, but I'm actually feeling pretty good at the moment. I can still smell, so let's see. Heavy on the Santal. Definitely a sandalwood, milky fragrance. Milky sandalwood. It's a little bit sweet. Wow, beautiful for what it is. If you love sandalwood, I think you will love this fragrance. I love sandalwood. I think I went through a sandalwood phase where I just loved everything sandalwood, and then my nose just kind of turned on me and it started to give me a headache, and then I started to dislike it a little bit. Now I like it again. It smells so silky smooth. It's woody, but in a very smooth, kind of calming, relaxing type of way. It smells very natural, like straight from the bark or the wood. I'm not sure I can picture myself wearing this fragrance, unlike some of the others where I smell it and I just know, okay, yes, I would spritz that on anytime. But it's lovely. It's a beautiful sandalwood fragrance. So now I'm going to move on to the final fragrance, Bouquet Encore. Keynotes include Jasmine Absolute, Tuberose Absolute, Ultraviolet Pepper, Infra Base Musks, and Deep Ambroxan. Kind of a cool jam. Okay, so I played the wrong one. This is Piano Santal. Makes sense that there's some piano in there. You get the idea. I love tuberose, so I think I'm gonna like this. Yes, I do. Beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty. Gorgeous floral fragrance. It smells so clean and crisp, like fresh cut flowers. If you love tuberose, you will love this. And I definitely smell the jasmine. There's a little bit of that bubblegum sweetness. But it still smells very unique. It's very different from the Piano Santal, which now that it's dried down a little bit on the blotter card, it's really good. Now it's reminding me a bit of Santal Complete from Fragrance du Bois. But the Bouquet, wow. Both of them are amazing. You can tell that they are very high quality fragrances. And if you read about them and you read about the perfumers, they're amazing. So it makes sense that they would create incredible fragrances. I'm really blown away by both of these. I can't believe I tried 9 fragrances today. That's a lot of fragrances, but it was such a successful haul. So many amazing fragrances. I was just going back and revisiting everything and trying to pick favorites and see if anything changed. And they're all really beautiful. I think the blotter card that surprised me the most is the original La Perla. I don't know if it's because it's similar-ish to the Luminous that maybe when I smelled them back to back, I couldn't truly appreciate it, but this is amazing. It has a real kind of addicting quality to it. You just want to keep smelling it, keep smelling it, keep smelling it. This is signature scent worthy. And the Dolce Amalfi from Xerjoff, this is an incredible, just wow, head turner type of fragrance. Unlike anything else you will smell in a department store, it's unique, it grabs attention. It's a little bit sweet. Okay, I did say I was going to wear this. Sorry, Jazzy. She's sitting in her bed down here. I don't want to spritz you. It's amazing. It's kind of zesty and citrusy and yet a little bit Christmassy at the same time. Kind of reminds me of Christmas. Because I just think of a fresh apple cider with orange slices. Or maybe a hot toddy. It's kind of smells like a Christmassy drink. Christmas cocktail. And then between the 2 smaller niche houses that I tried for the first time today, I think I'm blown away by Sora Dora. Both of these smell amazing. I can see myself wearing them. I think I'm going to really love and enjoy these fragrances. They just nailed it. They pinpointed my personal tastes and they sent over fragrances that just speak to me. So both of these really blow me away. The Mandorle and Orchidee Rouge. Both of these, incredible. I actually think the Mandorle, the almond fragrance, might be the biggest surprise of the video. As soon as I finish filming and I go to rearrange all of my fragrances and fit these in with the rest of the collection, I'm gonna sit down and read more about this brand, this line. I need to know more about this because they're both so great and I feel 100% confident recommending these to you. They are that good. Not even kind of iffy, so-so, no, 100%, these are both amazing. And I think now my nose is officially tapped out, so that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you liked hearing my thoughts on these new fragrances. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. I love reading through your recommendations, so if you've tried anything new, if there's anything you're excited about, please drop me a comment. The next fragrance on my list, I will probably film a shopping vlog sometime soon. I know that's been highly requested to do a fragrance shopping vlog, and there is a local boutique that I would love to share with you. But there's a new Bond fragrance, Chelsea Nights. The notes sound amazing, so that is next on my list. I need to get a sample or I just need to try the fragrance in store somewhere. But if there's anything else out there that just launched that you're excited about, let me know down below. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be listed down in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.